Well, how you doing? I know it's the first 24 hours of a breakup. Sometimes it can be kind of hard. I know. I feel you.
Oh shoot! I'm sorry.
That's so funny. So yesterday, let's start off by saying, like, I'm getting so many messages because people keep saying that you and I created a skit of you and Ash's breakup.
Not true.
It's not true, you guys. We did not do no skit. Prior to this, him and I had never messaged. People went in his chat yesterday and they were like, let Carol C interview you. And he gave me the opportunity to do that.
Yep.
I saw this script.
100% true. And yeah. Whenever I was live yesterday at the sports bar, and you kept saying the bar, you wouldn't say sports bar. You kept saying he's at the bar. He's at the bar. I was at a sports bar. Sports.
What's the difference?
It just doesn't sound right. Okay, I was watching baseball games on the monitors and everything. It's not like right. I mean, making it sound bad. Carol C.
Okay. He was at the sports bar because it's a sport.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, we were having issues with my phone and then the loud music and stuff. So I was like, you know what? Let's just wait till the day because it's nice and quiet, no music going on, except for the music you were playing right now, which you don't have to turn it off. Still good.
And since you're outside, it looks like it's a nice day in Texas. Can I see that patio furniture?
The patio furniture? Yeah. Hold on. Let me.
I mean, it's been so popular. I don't know if you see people talking about your patio furniture.
I just did yeah. Let me see. Hold on. I hope I don't mess this up. I'm trying to. You know what? Hold on. Let me just turn it around. Hold on.
Ándale.
So-
Okay, that's the patio furniture. I'm adding that to my cart.
Do what?
Oh, that's nice. Oh, it has a boat.
My little hot tub. Got a boat. Got my smoker. My little grill. The griddle.
Okay,
So, yeah.
Okay. Did she sleep?
And of course the spot where Ashley would do her videos a little bit, but so yeah.
How's that going? I know yesterday there was a little bit of drama. I know she called your son. Is everything okay in that end? I know he's still underage, so it's kind of hard to know that somebody's calling your son and saying, I can ruin your dad.
Yeah. Now my son he's 16, but he's way more mature than 16 years old. He can handle that. And I did text him. I called him and I told him not to be, answering their phone calls or text messages. And he hasn't since. So he's a good kid. He really is. But yeah, everything's good. I was supposed to go to that party that they were at, that little get together thing. But they had already set it up. Whenever we were in Florida, she talked to them and said that they were going to get together in Dallas, and because originally they're supposed to go to Florida, but then the whole talks about the whole bombing, the war thing, and they talked about Florida getting bombed first, and so they're like, no, we're not going over there. So we're like, well, we'll just come back and we can get with them here in Dallas, and then that whole situation happened at with the kids and everything. So I was like, you know what, no, I don't need that.
And I think it's better because I feel that if you would have been there and the TTS, we had a conversation, outside of what you told me, it would have really affected that because people were brutal. Were you there the last time they did the TTS on her when she was in Dallas the last time?
No. Like I said, I've only known Ashley for literally over a month, maybe 2 months max.
Well, that was less than that. That was the last time they were there last month, and I think you guys were already talking, and it was brutal.
Yeah, no, I didn't go. I wasn't there, but yeah, no. And you can look at some of the messages, and I've read through some of the stuff, and that's another reason that I didn't have my messages turned on because I saw the how brutal people can be and how mean people can be, right? And so I was like, you know what, just turn off my messages. I don't want to have to answer people and hear all that crap. And I did this morning. There were people who are like, turn on your messages so we can answer, or comment on your videos or whatever. So I did turn them on. So if you guys want to comment or whatever, then they're open for comments now.
I think now that they see you not with her, if you notice your following went up so high because that's what sometimes prevents it. Like they don't want to see you with her, so they don't want to support it. But now that you're not with her, the support's all there. And for what I've read in your comments and in the comments here, they're like, good. Like you open your eyes, you did what you got to do, especially because you explained the reason why you guys broke up.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. I mean, yesterday, for numbers purposes, I think I had, before we went on live, I think I had like 6,200 followers. And then I woke up this morning and had I think it was up to 12,000.
You're at 20 something right now.
Yeah. But when I woke up at I don't know, it was probably 9 or something like that. Yeah, it was already at 12. So yeah, I'm up to 20,000 something right now. But yeah,
Yeah, I think they notice like when it's not in support of her, they won't do it. And then when she said go on follow him, everybody did the opposite because they don't like listen.
yeah. I watched the numbers whenever she said that and posted that or was on live or whatever she did. I kept looking at my numbers and it was just like nonstop, just going up. I could see that they definitely they definitely hold a grudge on her big time.
Do you blame them though? Do you ever think like, man, they're just a little unfair to her?
Um, I guess I can see both sides. I can see where they can be pissed off because of the stuff that she's said before. And I hadn't seen all the videos. There is one person or a couple of people that send me like tag me on all her videos, and I don't have time to sit there and watch them. But there are some videos that I've seen that I'm like, oh, come on, Ash, come on, dude, don't say that or don't do that. But I could tell she was either under the influence or somebody made her mad or something. And like I said yesterday, she lets her emotions get the best of her, and it's not good when that happens. But like I said, I can see both sides of it, where people can get pissed off because she touches and talks about sensitive subjects like immigration or racism or this or that. And it's some people are sensitive to that stuff, and they don't like that. So I guess to answer your question, yeah, I don't agree with everything that she does or says, but at the end of the day, you respect what people feel and how they respond to other people.
Oh yeah, and definitely like I mean, yeah, alcohol can do some damage, but then that's when like there's certain things that like when she did make the comment about Muhammad, she called her a bitch, and that was her response to her. It was kind of uncalled for, and there's been times where she's not even intoxicated that she has said stuff that really hurt people, right?
Yeah.
Now, yeah, I know she posted, I don't know if you've seen, but she's now saying that she might be pregnant.
No. Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
How do I feel about that? No, I know she's not. I know she's not. Maybe by Santos, like I said earlier. Maybe by Santos and Bree or Bree, maybe. But no.
It's like an hour pregnancy right after.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And just to give the chat some recap, he did mention to us yesterday that she was upset because he took his son to see his mom and she got super toxic about it, right?
Yeah.
Was this the first time she's done that, or was that because you said that was the line you drew, or this was the first time she got a little crazy that you were like, I'm not gonna tolerate it, like no?
Yeah, no. She's never. Deuce, come here. No, she's showing some signs of being toxic or whatever, but it wasn't to that extent. We were coming back from Florida. I was tired. I drove what, man, I was 11 hours or something like that. Of course, we stopped to eat and do other stuff, but when and she may have been tired too. I mean, hell, we were all tired, but my daughter came out there and she was talking to me and she opened the door and wanted to say hi to Ash, and Ash kind of blew her off, and I'm like, no, you don't do that to my kids neither. I mean, and I don't agree with the way she about with her kids or whatever, but that has nothing to do with me, but no, not with my kids. You're not going to do that. And that was the final straw. I'm like, you know what? We drove all the way home. It was an hour and a half drive. Not a word was said. Of course, it was 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. I was half asleep trying to get home. And yeah, I made the decision she's going to stay at the house. And the next morning, which was, I was like, you got to go. You got to go.
What did she say when you told her you got to go?
No, it didn't even hurt her feelings, honestly, because I knew that she already had somewhere that she had planned to go to Santos and Bree's little get together or whatever. So that kind of made it easier for her to just say, okay, well, I'm gonna get my shit and leave. Okay, well, go. So that kind of made it a little bit easier for her because she knew she had somewhere to, and people that were there to kind of help her out with the quote unquote breakup.
And she's been trying to become a streamer again and do this on here, but even with the borrowed account, it just got bananas a little bit earlier today. So even with the fake account, she didn't last. Even with Santos' account, gone. That tells you how much of a TikTok information they have that they just don't want her.
Yeah.
So we're going to ask you some questions that we talked about it. Whatever you don't want to answer, just say next or skip.
Okay.
There was an instant where she got super upset at you because why are you having other girls' pictures on the fridge?
She got upset, and like I told her, I said that was an ex-girlfriend that and I don't ever look at the at the fridge. Didn't even realize the dang picture was there. And I was at work one day, and my Sobrina was here at the house, hanging out with her, and then I get a random text from her. And I think it was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning because I was working night, and she was like, "What the hell is this? Who is this?" Well, she had already interrogated my niece, and my daughter was actually here that weekend when that happened. And so, of course, she got the inside scoop of who it was and this and that, and she threw a fit about that. And I mean, I don't. It was just a picture of me and my ex, and I never thought about taking it down because there's a lot of pictures, and I have like calendars and stuff pinned up to my refrigerator, and she just happened to see it. She threw a fit about it, but by the time I got home at 4:30 in the morning, she was over it. She was over it.
She was done. She was ready. Now, there was also a time where her daughters were visiting, and there was an audio that she's telling you that the girls were upstairs, and you ask her, so what happened about their grandpa picking them up? And people took it as you didn't want her daughters there.
No, they were ready to go home because, and the girls, they and just like, and Ashley can attest to this. I mean, her girls are used to being home alone, I guess not home alone, but solitude and just doing their own thing. And that's teenagers. I mean, even Alex is the same. My son's the same way, And anybody that has teenagers, you guys all know how teenagers are. I don't know if you have teenagers, Carol, but
I have two.
Okay, and they don't want that. They just want to hang out with their friends. They don't want nothing to do with their parents, and I get that. That's they came over here. I met them, and they were just ready to go home. And so I texted her, and she's like, "Well, my dad's gonna come pick them up." I said, "Okay." Well, I was just checking. No, it wasn't like I didn't want them here at the house. I mean, they wanted to go home. So I was just asking her if her dad was going to come pick them up. The girl's grandpa was going to come pick them up. That was all there was to that.
Thank you. Now, was there something where she didn't want them around, or because she always said that you didn't want to meet her family? Like, was that just didn't make it, or it was just not that serious for you to be like, oh, well, I think it's formal to go meet your family?
No, for me to meet somebody's family and parent, that's the next level thing. And I don't think I knew we weren't there yet. So.
So we're gonna get him going on here. Theo Fester Trevino and Carol C podcast sounds like a great name to me.
Cálmate, tú. Te gusta el pedo a ti.
I just thought that was funny because normally I'm the one calling people Fester Trevino. But anyways, guys, we did a great live. Uncle Fester, I appreciate you answering all the questions, being humble about going live with us, and letting us, drill. Hold on, get up there.
That's domestic violence right there. I saw it. He's like, go to bed, Carol.
He likes to do the shadow boxing. They know him right here. So I appreciate you. If ever we want to go ahead and do this again because people like it, just let us know. And it's, guys, when somebody is just a vibe, there's nothing. Uncle Fester knows, partner. We just two people that can relate both languages. He gets my sense of humor. I get his. Is nothing more than that, you guys. So, and the cousins over here putting stuff in the fire. But I know there was a lot of questions, so I'll reach out to Uncle Fester just for a Q&A in regards to that. But please come up with better questions. We already know a lot of the questions you guys
the same mundane questions. Okay, everybody knows we already answered all of that. So come up with something juicy. That's
something juicy, something, get us going about that. We already know a lot of these questions. We already know we asked, the new smells or whatever. And if it's no, what do you guys want to know? What are you going to do if it does smell? I want the answer right now.
What are you going to do?
You already said it tastes like pistachio. What more do you want? ¿Qué más quieren?
Your answer. Wasn't pistachios. But anyway, all right, Carol C., I'm going to let you go.
I appreciate you, Uncle Fester. Thank you. I'll hit you up. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, PR manager.
God bless you crazy people. Bye.
Bye.